Hello everybody, welcome to Shorty taking a look at. This is an Overwatch video for Bastion. Now I plan to cover each of the heroes here and go over like my thoughts, different things like that. Now these are all going to be pre-recorded videos of different matches and things that I thought I'd like to share. Some of them I win, some of them I lose. I just kind of did a kind of like the best instances of Bastion, what he can do, what he helps with, his teammates and things like that. So I'll kind of give my thoughts and everything on every character in Overwatch. So right now I am playing as Bastion, and I'll be showing a couple vids of that. Basically, as Bastion, he does work primarily in a defensive objective. However, you can use him for offensive, you can use him for flanking, you can use him with the Reinhardts to assist you or anybody with shields. It's all good stuff. So most of the time I do solo queuing, so these are kind of my experiences in a solo or by myself kind of experience. And obviously just kind of see how they go. Now right here I already knew that I was going to get countered and picked off, and this is pretty a shameful death. I tried to quickly go into my turret mode, but that diva got me, and I knew I was backed into the corner, but there wasn't much else for me to do. I should have ran out the room, but I was being a little too greedy perhaps. So the enemy team is contesting objective A right now. And one thing I did notice for Bastion players, and if you're thinking about getting into Bastion, is every time you switch from your turret to your your standard robot mode, you'll automatically reload the full clip for that weapon. So when you go into a turret, you use up your entire clip, you can just shift or whatever and go into your other version and then switch back, and it'll actually be faster than normally reloading. Or you can use it to reposition and then go back. So you see I ran out of clip, but if I were to go into the turret, you'll actually see that too. So yeah, he got me there. I shouldn't have turreted right there. Yep. Also, you can use these videos as maybe some examples of what not to do, I don't like to do just plays of the game Bastion vids or, show off just the best, matches, because those aren't going to be realistic. People have ups, they'll have downs. Now right here is actually a decent spot, but I'm not actually helping our team with the objective. And as soon as I notice that they're onto me, I kind of have to reposition and move. But I think it'll be too late here. Bastion does have a auto heal ability, which is fantastic. So anytime you're by yourself or you take a break, heal yourself. It's fast, it's effective. Just don't get caught out in the open like that. Yeah, go find somewhere to hide or be protected or flanking. I've seen some really good Bastions get into some really tricky spots on the map to get to them, and it's very good. I can't remember if we actually hold them here. These are my first time rewatching these vids. Now this is a decent spot for Bastion because they can't see me unless they're already near our objective, and then our teammates can go and get them too. So I reposition a little bit. I don't know what that guy was doing. He was going to die anyway. There's that Pharah floating around. Easy pickings. Now, the ult on Bastion, I think I use it coming up. You'll see you want to kind of be conservative with it. You want to make sure you use it at the best time when the enemy team are going to be clumped up, because it's an AoE splash ability, which does a ton of damage. And most of the people will be running from you at that time. So you'll see here I use it, I think twice maybe. So we'll see. I might even get play of the game with it. I can't remember. Even though I said I don't actually upload vids that way. But yeah, here I just triggered it because I knew she was already low. And 1 kill, 2 kill, and I'm looking for anybody else before it runs out. And nothing. But we got a team kill off of that, so great assist. You know what? I can't remember if there's another Bastion on this team or not. Now here, I'm trying to go up to these elevator things to get a better view. as well as provide some stationary, not stationary cover, but some mobility in the turret in order to help spy and deter the enemy from, you know, flanking stuff. So there's one kill. Oh, almost got that guy. And once I realize that they're onto me, then I'll get off of the lift, because you don't want to be on there. So I do a few laps here just to scout, and if I feel the pressure's onto me, I'll get off, because you don't want to stay on here. Yeah, so I realize that it's time to get off. Go do a little corner to heal. There you go. So what are my thoughts on Bastion? Bastion is one of those tricky characters. Now here I try to be smart by covering both sides, but it obviously doesn't work, and I realize that, and I get out of there. Now here I'm stuck in a stupid corner again, so they know I'm in here. It's just a matter of keeping them, you know, preoccupied. Now see, I knew he was onto me, so I repositioned. You never want to stay still with Bastion, regardless of what the turret tells you. You know, the turret says, hey, you know, pick a spot, sit down, camp. No, you want to be actually on the move. You want to reposition. You don't want people to know where you are and plan for it. That's the worst thing you can do. And then surprise them with your ult, so be careful when you use it, obviously. Or get into a higher ground with it. That's even better. Now, yeah, I'm staying stationary now, but that's because the enemy is not around and nobody can see me, so.
Fire at will. Heroes never die.
There's the soldier's ult, so kind of clear out of the way. There's a Genji. And gotta heal up. Oh, yeah. Oh, we do have another Bastion. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that in the, I heard his other call, so. Yeah. I like how the other Bastion didn't kill him. The other Bastion, I think, was in that corner, too. Well, not in that corner, but. There, I just got my ult, and now that I know that they're all approaching, I will go ahead and use it to deter them. Hopefully get some kills. And we scored 2 more from that. Now here I think I get cocky by coming out of my hole a little bit. But I realize that I'm in actually a good position over there, but a bad position behind me. But, you know, you can catch people by surprise. But see, now he knows that I'm there, so it'll be wise to reposition in, like, you know, 20 seconds or so. Just so, you know, especially when that Roadhog saw me. He should have hooked me. If I was him, I would have hooked me, but he probably was out of range. I don't know. That range on the hook is very deceptible. And I'll get to that whenever I play Roadhog, and I'll show you some Roadhog vids. This is a much better spot, so I can see both areas and provide help. Yeah, see, he got me there. Yep. Yep, they were all there. They knew I was there. They were just hiding, waiting for that hook. Yep. And I just got my ult, so this will be probably another good ult vid. This might be the play of the game one. We'll see. And see how I used up my clip, and then I go into the turret mode. As soon as I realize I'm getting attacked, Tracer did a good job there, coming behind me. Yep. Yep. I deserve that. I don't care. You know, I commend people. Oh, we lost? Wow. Alright, I was totally wrong then. But I don't know if I still get the play of the game, though. I don't know. I do in one of the videos. It's not a big deal. Okay, well then it clearly wasn't this one, and I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, and then you get some toxicity there. You know, if if somebody's not doing a good job, it could be that they're new to that character too, and they're playing. The only way to play and get better, in my opinion, is by actually playing those characters. So like if you're playing Mercy and you're dying a lot, maybe, you know, it's just the person trying to get used to Mercy. I never yell at people for doing that. I don't know. Hey everybody, welcome back to Bastion gameplay for Overwatch. Now in that last video, you clearly saw kind of what not to do with Bastion. Some of it worked, some of it didn't. You want to keep, what we remembered from that vid is you want to keep moving. You want to use your ult when the enemies will be grouped up or you're at a high position. And you want to generally be in comps that can either protect you or comps where your range is going to benefit much, or tight corners and things like that. So in this case, we're on Route 66, I believe. And there's a Reinhardt who clearly wants to come and protect me. And that's well and fine and all, and I don't mind being behind tanks. But one of the big issues that I actually came up with, and you'll see, is I can't physically see behind him, you know, in order to hit things. So look how big his body is, and I can't see enemies that are behind him, essentially, or in front. So what he should do is kind of be off to the side. Now maybe that was part of my positioning too, but it's just like right now, like I can't see what I'm shooting at. So, you know, I can only tell by the noise when I'm actually hitting something. Yeah, so you know, it's just one of those weird things that I came across. Now right here was kind of a bad position for me because I'm actually out in the open. But the Reinhardt's doing a fantastic job of keeping them off me. So, and then I get pinned by the opponent's Reinhardt, which was a good job by him. So, you know, I commend him for pushing through and trying to hit me. So that was good. Yep. That's fine. I deserve that, Dad. And look at that. I almost got my ult up already. Now, I'm also like a firm believer that you can make any team comp work with the right skills and team coordination, as well as any map. Now, when I get to like Symmetra and things like that, I'll demonstrate that why you can make her work even on like pushing, like even on attacking maps and things, because she actually works. It all depends on the map. So if you get people that are like, you know, don't take a second tank, or don't take a second healer, or why 2 Junkrats, or why 2 Bastions, you know, it can work. Just, you know, let people try. This isn't ranked mode. You're not MLG Pro. You know, let's just see, you know. What do you really lose? Like a few minutes of your time and better experience in general for the people playing? I don't know. Just my thoughts. Anyways, that was another bad death. I was kind of out in the open. So we got pushed back because the payload reached the first checkpoint, so now our spawn is a little bit further away to compensate. So, right. So I know they're advancing here, and I know that they already see me. Maybe I'll try and tab a little bit more so you guys can see the team comps. And right here, I'm trying to be crafty by flanking them a little bit, which works. But our team isn't really all here. And as soon as I knew he saw me, he was looking to charge, I get out of there. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Just get out, reposition. Here's some people on the roof. And here I'm kind of running out of places to hide and position. If I was smart, I would kind of reposition too, but I want to keep them away. Yeah, see, now I know. And I got hit by her ult here, which is fine. There's no follow-up, so that's good. I almost get this man. Oh, look how close I was. I think she lives. Oh, no. I did have one person that, I think it was a Torbjorn, and you'll see it in another video. Not a Bastion, but... And see, I knew he went in high noon, so I just hid from him. And I just got my ult. already at a high place, so this would be a perfect time to use it. And I used it a little bit early because Zenyatta used his ult, so basically everybody's invincible, but with that higher advantage, you basically can rack up the kills before they even realize. It does a ton of damage. It does a ton. So there's a Widowmaker. She tried to take me out, reposition, and heal up. You can take Bastion in any comp regardless of a healer because you have self-healing, so that's great. Now I have to watch out because if he charges at me, I need to get the fuck out of there. Yeah, the Widow's over there. With that orb did a number on me. And I'll talk about that orb when I get to... Oh, look at that, I just got the achievement for Bastion too. Triple threat. I think it has to do with when you kill people with your ult, though I'm not sure. I've been trying to get all those. There's two, I looked it up, there's basically two sprays for each character based on achievements for them. And what you want to do is, you know, try and achieve them because those sprays are really cool. Like one's a pixel one and one's like a cute one. So there's two to get. And I've been trying to do that while playing with these characters, trying to like, not really main them, but try and get better at them and stuff, so. Oh, I should have been faster with that. I might have been able to kill her. Oh, and right here I die too. Yep, pin, dead. Yep. I was so far away from my team anyway. Yep, by the time I saw him, he reacted very fast, so. And they reached the second checkpoint, so we got pushed back to another spawn location. So we have a little bit more to walk, and I don't know what that noise is. I apologize. Sounded like it was Soldier 76. Here's a good spot to flank. And I think we actually lose this one too. Maybe. I don't know. I trigger my ult to try and... Yeah, but see, there's already 3 of them right there on the payload. There's nothing I can do about it. Not as a Bastion, and not when I'm not in turret mode. But I think I still get play of the game, which is a little bit sad, but I don't know. I guess you can still get play of the game even if you're not the winning team, so that's something to know. So again, this was actually a good example of using the ult, even though we did lose. I think it's a quintuple kill maybe. No, I get a little assist from there. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I can sneak in a little bit of an extra Bastion vid here. We'll see if I do that or not. Hello again, everybody. Just a special mini episode of a Bastion vid. This is actually on the tail end of I was playing Junkrat before this, and I realized that a Bastion would actually be a little bit better here in this situation, and to mix things up. So we are on a payload. We are actually attacking, so this is basically a case for Bastion to be on the attacking end of an objective rather than defending. So he's really good at you know, staying off the point a little bit, or you can put him directly on it if you actually have like Reinhardt's and things like that. That'll shield. You know, another good hook by him. And I probably shouldn't be healing right in the middle, but we'll see what happens in this video. Again, this is my first time rewatching these, and it's been a while, so I'll be surprised what happens here. Just got my ult here. There's that Hanzo dragon. Just get the fuck out. Rarely do I see people actually die from that anymore. In the beginning, you know, you could easily get pentakills with that thing, but now that everybody's a little bit more careful. I don't know why it's so jittery. I apologize. But yeah, so we got the Reinhardt, and so I'm able to actually go on top of the payload itself and stay in turret mode longer because I know I got the shielding from the Reinhardt. Now, see, look, he's blocking half my screen, which is good and bad, I guess. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Sometimes it's actually bad defending. So if your Reinhardt's out there, try and not stand directly in front of me so that I can see, or any Bastions, you know. And I just got my ult already. And because they can't break our shield, I am able to stay in turret mode even longer and just rack up all these kills. Thanks, Reinhardt. Thank you very much. And right now I know there's too much focus fire, so I got off of it. And I saw that his shield was cracking, so got to reposition. Yep, just stayed out too long, people. So we're coming up to the second checkpoint here. And I let my teammates know that my ult is ready, just in case. That's also a very good thing to see people do. Now here I'm in a good spot for a corner, and anytime people come around the corner here, or even above or below. And there's another Bastion who just came out of an ult. Yep. Yep. And I should heal up, so I go back behind the bus to heal. And now that I realize my entire team is kind of not there, I back up a little bit. Just so I don't get flanked or killed by Genji or anybody else. Hanzo, Widow. And now I'm in a good position. The rest of my team are here, and I can help out. I really want that Mercy. Yeah, I overstayed my welcome there too. There were already 3 people that knew about me and were shooting at me. Alright guys, here's the play of the game. Of course, I got it as Bastion. Probably one of those sept kills, or... Oh yeah, right here when the gates opened and I knew there'd be enemies waiting up the outside. And the Reinhardt's coming for extra shielding. And we're able to get, I think, 4 kills with this thing. 3? Pretty good. Look at that, 34 eliminations, 56 kill participation. Pretty good example of a Bastion gameplay. And I just wanted to give you that extra, since the first 2 were defeats. Give you a little something to look forward to, or something a little special. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you with the next hero. And 3 golds. Wow. Anyway, see you next time. Damn it, Shorty!